Okay, hi everyone. So we're going to do something a little different today. And of course, Zoom is not working. So I'm on StreamYard. So if you want to ask a question as I'm going to be auditing three group pages. Let me just see if I need to get in here so I can see what's going on. It says I'm live. And I can't see anything on my phone. What has happened here? Let's go back. Here we go. Let's see. I can't get anything up on my phone, so I don't know if I am live or not. So if there's anyone on here, yeah, 4 people. Hi, you guys. Say hi. Give StreamYard permission to show your name and let me know if you can see me. I can't get anything up on my phone here. So I wanted to share my screen and get going here. And what we're going to do today is we are going to, I don't think I'm being seen. Let's see. Oh, good. Hi, Leah. I'm going to actually do you're the first one up. So let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see. So tell me, let me see, add to stream. Let's see. Can you guys see this? I can't see anything. Let me turn this off for a second and see if I can get it up. I can't let's see if I do this. Would this help? Or would this help? Oh boy. I can't see if I am on. Sometimes, technology is fantastic, and other times it's a pain, right? So, hi. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if it's showing. Leah, is it showing your Facebook page? Do you see it? Let me know if you can see your Facebook page. And let me see if this worked. This just goes, my phone is blank. Here we go. All right, let's see if this pops up. Okay, good. Okay, yes. All right, so you're seeing this page. All right, perfect. So I wanted to start here. This is your personal page, okay? And Leah is a parenting mentor. I like that you have this here underneath your name. I don't think you need to write married here because you really want to be promoting yourself as a parenting mentor, okay? The same over here, you really don't need from Baltimore, Maryland, just because, and you've got married here, so you don't need it twice, okay? What I would rather you do is go in here and add another link that goes directly to your group. Okay, so you could do that by going into the intro edit and add a link to your group. So that would highlight, either below or above your website here. Okay, and obviously this goes to your business page, which is fine. All right, so that's one thing I would do to get people over to your knowing that you have a group. The other thing you can do is you can actually use this cover photo and suggest join my group and what are the benefits of joining your group and do a click here. This cover photo is clickable. If I click on it, it brings me to a description box and you can actually put the link of your group here. Okay, so you can do a fake button in Canva. You could take this picture. You could write, join my group. What are the 3 of the benefits of joining your group? What's going to happen? And then with the fake button so people can click this cover photo and go over to your group. So just want to let you know, you guys, these cover photos are clickable. All right. Now, the other thing is I noticed that you were going live here. And this was back in July. You're going live in your business group. You guys, business pages I'm sorry, business group. No, what I'm trying to say, business pages are dead. All right. Unless you have an incredible following, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people over there, nobody sees your work over on your business page. So I would not be going live there. I would be going live on my personal page or in my group. Okay. And if you're going live in the group, then promote yourself on your personal page and say, I'm going live in the group. Here's the link to the group and what the topic is and what's the name of the group. So you want to promote the group, promote the group, promote the group. Okay. So nobody's seeing this. Okay. This is a great photograph though. Great image. You guys, images stop the scroll. So you want to have with every single post that you do, you want to have an image that grabs the attention. Also, another great thing to have is obviously headlines, okay? And we'll talk about those in a minute. All right, so that is just basically your personal page. Let's get over to your group page. And the first thing that I want to tell you about, when you see that your last line here is cut off on my laptop here, okay? So it's too big and you lose it. Although on a phone, you do see your last line. And what the last line says here is enlisting cooperation. So for me, I mean, the name of the group should be basically either all on one line or power parenting moms, like in a row coming down. And then these are the benefits that you're having in the group. You're conquering chaos, you're connecting to your kids, and enlisting cooperation. I'm not a fan of the word enlisting cooperation. Is there another word you could use? That's what my suggestion would be. Also, what kind of is distracting for me, although maybe it's good, is who goes to the beach with a dress on. So, and I don't think this is you. I prefer to have, even a picture of you over here on the side and saying who is hosting this group. You don't have anywhere that you're saying with Leah Miller. Okay. So I would put a photograph of myself here and put my name underneath that you're the host, or with Leah Miller is another great way to do it, and just kind of reposition this. Obviously, you guys know that when you are creating your cover photos for mobile, that about an inch on each side of the cover photo gets cut off. So everything has to be like in the center, although your photograph does not go in the middle like it does on your personal page. Okay. So I just want to share that with you. You can also, let's see, this I'd get rid of. This announcement, you don't need rules here. You put the rules over here in your about, okay? So if I click on your about, you really haven't used this. You just kind of reiterated what's above. So what are we going to learn here? What are the benefits of being in this group? Like, what are we going to learn? So I would put some bullets in, like, what am I going to learn from this group? Okay. What's going to go on here? So you want to give me more information of why you're an expert or an authority and why I should join this group. So I would put more in this about area. Okay. So, and then let's go into your 3 questions. Okay. Now I can't pull this up because for me to enter the group, I got the 3 questions, but I don't see them because I'm not one of her administrators. But this is good for all of you about the questions. You want to use those questions to your advantage, you guys. It's customer research. Okay. So I wouldn't waste them. You only get 3 questions. One of them should be statement saying, I have this incredible free resource. Put your email in the question, in the box below, and I'll send it over to you right away. So all of you, the ones that I've looked at, you all need to do that. You need to be using one of the questions. I use the third question to say, give me your best email address and I'll send over, and I say what my lead magnet is, my free resource, get your customer avatar worksheet, and I'll send it over to you right away. And so they put their email in there right away. And then I actually have something, I have an automation that actually zaps them over into my autoresponder, but you can manually then just drop them into your landing page where you collect information, their name and email, and they'll go into your first email, should go out to them, should be your free resource. This is how you build your list. You want to be building your email list from the third question. Now, the other two questions, you want to be using them to your advantage, okay? Leah, you say, what is your name? We don't need to know that. You know what her name is. As she's entering the group, it shows up what her name is. So that is a dud of a question. And then you also ask, what do you want to learn here? What kind of skills? No. So you want to ask them, you want to extract customer research from them. So you want to say, what is your number one struggle with, raising children, right? You want to know, what are they struggling with? Because that's where your content is going to come from. What is your ideal client, your parents that are joining this group? What are they struggling with? What kind of chaos is happening in the house? Where do they need help? Where do they need guidance? Where do they need direction? Okay, so ask, use one of these questions to ask. Matter of fact, I would use two of these questions to ask. All right. So get rid of, what your name is and say, what's your, the biggest struggle you have with raising your children? And then you may want to ask the second question, what are the ages of your children? So you know who you're dealing with. Are you dealing with the elementary age group? Are you dealing with parents of teenagers? Your post and your content is going to be completely different for what age the child is, I suspect, right? So use that to get that information extracted. And then you guys, before you approve them over into your group, you've got to extract that information. I cut and paste it, pull it over and put it onto a spreadsheet. Okay, don't hold it up in your head, but pull it over to a spreadsheet. Okay. And what you want to be doing is, and if you have too much volume coming into your group, you need an extension. And if you're interested in the extension I use that automatically pulls the information over to a spreadsheet, just write down below extension and I'll get that for you. It's like $12 a month. It's my number one favorite software product right now. Okay. I use it every single day. Okay. So that's what I want to tell you about. Now, the other thing I would do is, you guys, instead of stating conquering chaos, connecting with your kids, enlisting cooperation, I would do it more of a statement: conquer chaos, connect with your kids, enlist cooperation, because that's the benefits of being in the group. That's what you're going to teach them, right? This is what you're going to learn. So I would change this a bit. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Now, the reason why you're not getting a lot of engagement is you have nobody in the group. You really want to be starting to get this group up to 150 people. Like, that should be your number one goal right now, is to attract your ideal clients and fill this group up. And the best way, in my program, what we teach is you first move people to your personal page. I do all the content is on our personal page. We warm people up there on personal page. And when we have 1,500, 2,000 ideal clients on my personal page, then we open the doors and move them into the group, because people will get bored here because there's no activity going on. Okay. But let's talk about content. Okay. The other thing you can do here, instead of doing just a post, what I would do is an event. If you do an event and you go here to the more, you create an event, go here to events, and you create an event. And what I do is I have a template in Canva, and I just change the date and the topic of the event. And then what it allows you to do is it invites or tags every single one of your friends, okay? If it's below 100. So, or you can just go through the list and just invite. Okay, you want to get this out in front of everyone that you're going live at this time. And this is the title, Ditching Frustration, Becoming the Leader in Your Home. Okay, and then more people will show up. Okay, so what I do is I do create the event the day before, lets people know. They say yes, they're going. It will also let them know when the event occurs, when you go live, it'll also ding, ding, ding in their messages that you are, notify them that you are live. Okay, so that's what I would do. This is a great, great story. Okay, what also you guys in formatting though, you want to create more white space in between paragraphs. And the only way to do that I know of is create and go enter, create more space and put a dot or a period or a dash or something so the post doesn't shut down on itself. You want to create it open so it's easier for people to jump from paragraph to paragraph. Remember, people are on their phone and they're scrolling, okay? And they're not going to read the whole thing. I mean, I did because I'm doing an audit today, but most people are not going to sit here and really read the entire thing unless there is easier to jump from paragraph to paragraph. The other thing I would do is, because this is in your group, there you can use the highlighter, you can blow things up, you can create bullets, use that. As much as you can, create more formatting in your post. And you also want a headline. Headlines stop the scroll. And all your headlines should be blown up. Use H1 or H2 and bold them so they stop the scroll. All right. And if you don't know what a headline is, just Google it. There are lists of examples of what a formula for a good headline are. I mean, there's like hundreds of them, okay? These have been tested. You need headlines, okay? We want to stop the scroll. The headline stops the scroll, grabs the attention of your reader, and then draws them into the next paragraph, okay? And then you want to draw that paragraph into the next paragraph, okay? Each paragraph of your story, of your content, wants to draw the person down into the last sentence, which is a question. So I would want that question to stand alone so that is the call to action. What skills are you watching your precious ones acquire? Okay. You don't see it when you just have it at the end. You want it to stand out by itself, and I would bold it. Okay. So that people are then going to go back and read, what are you asking? Because people want to play. Okay. So that's what I would do here. Okay, this is good. Question, fill in the blank. You want to heart all your content as well as instead of using the thumbs up, I would rather have you use the heart, the haha, or the wow. Gives more weight to the content for Facebook algorithms. Okay, so stop using the thumb up. It's a neutral, and start using the heart, the haha, or the wow. And you want to give a reaction to every single one of your comments that come back. And if you can comment back to someone's comment, do so. You want to create dialogue below the post. The more dialogue that's going on below a post, the more Facebook's going to say, oh my God, there are a lot of people that like this post. I'm going to push it out to more of her members. Okay. So that's how you get engagement going. Now, here's a live. It's great. So go back after you do it, go up here to the three dots and edit the post. You need a headline, and you need, like, what are you talking about in this video? I don't have time to watch a video and find out what you're talking about. So tell me in the description box, what is this 25-minute video on? What are you teaching on? Okay. And if it grabs my attention, I'll stop to watch it, or I'll come back and watch it. Okay. So you want to do that. Same here. You want to comment on people. You want to use the heart, the haha, the wow. You're welcoming your new members. That's great. I like this. I would also do a space here and do please introduce yourselves and tell us the ages of your children. That's great. Get people engaged. But I would add a photo, okay, an image to stop the scroll. Okay, so you want to add an image to every single one of your posts. What's his prompt? I don't under what the prompt is. Who would like add yours? I've never done a prompt, so I'll have to look into that. Again, you want to create an image with welcome people. Okay. I have just a generic welcome image that I use all the time to welcome people in. So you could do that too. And then just upload it. Again, you do, and here's an education. So what is this one about? Go back and give me a headline that will stop the scroll and tell me what your 34-minute Facebook Live is about. So I decide if I want to watch it or not. Okay. So good start, Leah. Definitely a good start. All right. So that you have a few things that you can work on. All right. So let's see. Let's go on to the next one that I chose is we're going to stop this and we're going to go into, is this it? No, this is it. This is the one I want. Lisa Velu. How do I pronounce that? Anyway, I'm here. So you are a certified cannabis nurse. Okay. I'd like to have a photograph of you here. Okay. You don't need to put your email here or your phone number here. I would put it in the about section. Also, again, remember the cover photo here is clickable. So if you want people to follow you on LinkedIn or Instagram, you can click on this and lead them over here so that you put your links to those areas over here. I would not do it because Facebook wants to keep people on Facebook. So I would not put here how to reach you on LinkedIn and Instagram. Where I put this is on my personal page, okay, in the intro section. So go in there and you can add your Instagram and your LinkedIn in that section, okay? And I would not put it here. What I would put here is, what are the benefits of this group? What am I going to learn? You know, what are we going to learn here? Okay. So that's what I would write here. And what I would also do is, I'm not a fan of, I would change this up. Is there a reason why you have to announce that you're a nurse here? I think that's not really necessary. I would put it in the about section about me. That you are a nurse and this is what you specialize in. Okay. But I would rather you put saying something like, you know, this is a community to learn about the benefits of CBD. And I would capitalize, because this is a title, LA, the B, you know, make it more grammar correct. Okay. So I would do that. I would put my phone number over here in the about page. I don't even think I'd put my phone number on here. So that's just me. Okay. So let's see. So again, photo of you, I'd remove these icons. I put them elsewhere on my personal page. I would also, in your about, let's pull it up. I would actually call out, you say this group is created to help and support around health habits. So who's your ideal clients? Are you working with women? Are you working with men? Are you working with children? Health habits and provide education to maintain a strong lifestyle. So I'm a little confused. So isn't CBD to actually is a treatment for chronic pain? So isn't your ideal client someone who has chronic pain? or I guess nowadays CBD is used for a multiple of things. But I would kind of flush this out more and get more specific. This is so generalized here. I would say more who you help, how you help them, by doing what. Okay. So if it is generic for healthy habits, great. But I also believe you do something regarding pain management with CBD oil, right? Unless there's a reason why you can't write that down here. But I would flesh this out a little bit more. Also, I don't know why these are coming up in the announcements. This is actually the second one I see. Maybe that's just something that's happening now with Facebook is just showing this. Okay. All right. So the reason why I chose this is that you are promoting other people's stuff with articles. Okay. And Facebook doesn't like people to click on a link that takes them off Facebook. Okay, so that's what happens when you promote other people's articles. So if you wanted to promote this article, what I would do is put the link to the article in the comments section, not here, okay, where you're bringing them to the article. All right. And what I would do also is, why not become the expert that you are and talk about what this article, summarize what the article is, instead of telling someone to go and read about what you want them to read about. Why don't you do a summary of the article and become the authority in this area, which you are, okay? And what I would do is basically, you're doing, not only are you talking about the booming, how cannabis is booming, which is a post in itself, but then you walk into that you're a seller and you have a service. So it's almost like you're doing an invitation to work with you, or to contact you, reach out for your personal health plan. I would separate the two out, or I would do a value post. So, which is solving a problem. Take one problem that cannabis solves. So I would talk about, chronic pain in your shoulder. You've tried everything. What have they tried? This, and this. Well, I have a solution for you, okay? And it looks like this. And then talk about what it is that you can help people with, and then move into how to help people and be more specific on how you help people, okay? So that's what I would do here. Again, the same thing with any kind of videos that you do, even though they are videos or posts that you put out or an image you put out, I would let people know what the heck this is. Okay. So I don't have to click on it. I could read what it is and decide if I want to click on it. Okay. Also, you want to like all your posts or your Facebook lives. And then you want to love, haha, or wow, everyone that comments below. And then I like that you replied to her. Okay. So let's get back in here. So again, so you're promoting an event. Okay. So again, here you're sending people away, but instead of sending them to the article, why don't you do a summary of the article? Why don't you start posting value and communicating to your audience, to your ideal client as the authority in your field, instead of moving people to an article to read about somebody else being the authority in their field. Okay. So that's what I would do. The same here with, the benefits are now making in the bedroom. So let's expand on this. What does this mean? Natural solution. That is a method, but what is the solution? So what is the relationship enhancer? What does that look like? How does CBD enhance my relationship in the bedroom? Is it a cream? Do you use it during sex? I mean, I don't know. So you've got to get more into specifics here. Connection back to self. How does the CBD do a connection back to self? I mean, you could probably do 3 different posts on each one of these and talk about them, but this isn't giving me any information. details. You want details. You want to be specific. You want to draw people in. Okay. Much more. And even if it says it here below, I would reiterate it above. Okay. Get more specific. Let's talk about hashtags. 5 or less are fine on Facebook. It's not like Instagram where you want 30 or 100, but less than 5 is fine. Okay. Again, you want to love your own post and then respond to people that responded below to start getting the dialogue going. Okay. Okay, you're shucking an oyster. Happy Monday. This great image. Why do you love this plant? Okay. No one's going to really understand this, but it is it's an attractive photo to stop the scroll. But I would go into, what are some of the benefits of the plant? Okay. Here, it's too much information going on. Okay. It's just going to glaze over. And actually, I'm reading this on my laptop and it's blurry. So what I would do is take 3 at a time and then give 3 what aspirin does and then 3 what the CBD oil does. Okay. And then break it down. Give chunk it down, little chunks of information so people can start to absorb what CBD oil does. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Oh, I just wanted to go over your 3 questions. So you guys, let's just go back up to the top so you can see what's going on here. So her 3 questions was, your first one, say, tell me 0 to 10, how much do you struggle with pain relief? Okay. So 0 to 10, which one is high? Is 10 high? Is 10 like the most excruciating pain? And 0 is low. So I would definitely talk about that. Put that in there. Then your next question is, what would you ask me if you got an hour with me? I would rather extract information from them. Like, what have you tried already to relieve your pain? Okay. This you want to get from your ideal clients. This is like gold information. What have you already tried? Where's your pain? What are you struggling with? What kind of pain are you struggling with that you can't seem to get under control? Okay. You want to use those 3 questions to extract information from your ideal clients so that you can build content around that. And then again, with your third question, I wouldn't just ask them for their email to get on your newsletter. More people would rather, if you give me something in exchange for my email, then I'll give you my email. All right. So provide a lead magnet, which is a free resource, a check sheet, a guide, a workbook, a worksheet, something to get their email from you, because you want to be growing your email list. All right. Eat something to get there. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So we did Lisa, and the last one I wanted to do was Alice. So let's see if I can get into Alice. I can't remember the name of so I just want to move over here so I can pick it up. Let's see, where's Alice? Alice. Is it here? All of these, you guys, just go through this audit. You're going to pick up so much information just by watching me critique other people. All right. So what I want to say here, Alice, is I want your name on the cover photo for one. Also, this doesn't fit. You don't see the entire thing when you are looking on a phone at your cover photo. So when you're changing, I like that you change this up because you're promoting your 12-week group coaching program that's starting on August 2nd. But instead of asking for details, why don't you just remember this is a clickable link, say click here for more, and then put the details over here in the description box. So do you have a landing page for them to go to so they can find out more about your group coaching? Do you have a sales page? Did you create something like that? If so, you could put the link right here in the description box, okay? Or how to reach out to you over here if they want more information about your group coaching, okay? You want to make it very easy for people to find out everything that they're going to get in your 12-week group coaching, okay? And I would capitalize the W in week. So put your name here. Okay. And I would, you're a doctor. So Dr. Alice. Okay. And then go into your about. Okay. So it's a space where we support and encourage each other to grow and prosper in our business. Okay. This group is for entrepreneurs around the globe. You introduce yourself. You are a mindset and business coach. So you already say up here that you're introvert entrepreneurs. You don't have to say it again down here, coaches, consultant, entrepreneurs. But you could say how you help people. You help them blast through mindset blocks and create simple systems to help you grow your businesses online. What I would also, here's your free gift. I would put my, here is your lead magnet, right? Your free resource. I would have that be one of my questions is get my abundance, to get your abundance mindset ebook. Put your best email in the box below. You're going to get more people saying that they want that book, and you're going to grow your email list faster. The other thing is I wouldn't promote two things at the same time for free. What I would do is I would hold this one back and use it when you need to promote. Once a month, I would promote my guide to starting a business. Okay. And I would use it in a post to get engagement going or to do a call to action. So I'm not about providing two free things at the same time, just one at a time. The other thing I'm not personally, I'm just not into is the complimentary discovery calls. From my experience, not many people will book discovery calls. You're better off warming people up to you on this page, and then doing a free strategy calls for 3 to 5 people. So you want to put in some urgency in there and scarcity. This is like you're an open book that I can procrastinate for whenever I want. I'm not going to jump on these because they're always available. Okay. So one thing you want to do with marketing is you want to create some scarcity around who you are and what you provide, because you want the procrastinators, which are majority of people, to start jumping on and getting involved and jumping on calls with you when you provide them, but only provide them at limited number of sessions or times. Okay, what else? So also what I would do here, you've got a ton of, this is great, ton of content, but what I would do, this is somebody else commenting here. What I would do, this is good, create some engagement. So you want to, like I said, you want to heart, haha, or wow, everyone who writes something here. So what I would ask her is, so what do you want me to listen to here? So you want to get the engagement going. So ask questions back underneath the post. Here's another one you're asking. I would comment on each one of these to start getting the dialogue going beneath the post. Also, you want to love your own post here, and definitely provide a reaction to everyone below. The more reactions and comments and discussion is going on underneath your post, the more Facebook is going to push this out. Okay. Here again, I would rather you say join us instead of don't forget. Join us live. I capitalize live, all words here. Let it stand out at 1 o'clock as I talk about how to connect with ideal clients. What I would rather you do is do an event. Okay. And then do an event the day before. You go up here to more, you do an event, you put in make a a template cover photo for events over in Canva and just swap out what the date is and what the title is of your lives. And then invite every one of your, it's easier to invite all your members from your group to your live that way, so that 243 members are going to see that you're going live. Okay. I would also do an email blast out to everyone if I'm doing a live. All right. The day before and the morning of. So asking questions, I would want some more value post here from you. Here's one. It's great. But again, what I would do is go back to the 3 dots and then put in a headline, bold it, and then what am I going to get at if I'm going to watch this live? Okay, this live is 30 minutes long. I want to know what's in here that will have me click on it to actually listen to you for 30 minutes. So if you put in a headline and then the benefits or what I'm going to get out of watching this live with you, okay? And so I would rather you do like a customer research question and then you get material for your lives. This is kind of generic. So what client journey audit, I would make this into a headline. So capitalize J and A, and then what will I get from watching this customer journey audit? So I would put that in the description box. You can go back after you've done this with this gal and put in. So, I mean, you got a lot of people here, but you would get even more if you have something describing what's going on in this live. So good, you're starting to comment back, but you know, that's great. Again, you're live. What is this one about? Do a headline. What's the description? What am I going to get out of this if I watch it? You want to love your own lives. Going live at 1 p.m. You don't want to miss. That's good. But I would do an event post, and then so that every single one of those 243 people are being tagged. Okay. Okay, like that you have a image here. Okay, you're promoting your program. So I would actually do a invitation to work with me. Like, what does that look like? There's nothing here. You need to tell me, like, what are the 5 to 7 benefits of your 12-week program? What am I getting out of it? Who is this program for? What does it look like? You know, what are the features of the 12-week program? Are there modules? Are there self-learning modules? Is it just live coaching? Is there worksheets? Are there homework? You know, go into this a lot more detail. You want people to know and read about everything you provide in your group coaching program, okay? Really, you know, it's better to put, and here again, you're asking people to get on a discovery call with you to find out what the program. I'm telling you, people would rather read about everything you provide in the privacy of their own space rather than get on a discovery call and be fearful that you're going to sell them if it's not for them. Okay. So my trick, you know, my program teaches you want to list everything out. People want to read about it. They want to read about it in the privacy of their own mind. Okay. And they want to read about it like 8 to 18 times. Okay. So when you're doing a launch into your group programs, you want to be promoting this like for 10 days. In every single day, you want to be promoting it with a detail of what they're going to get and what are the benefits of this program and what does it look like and what is the cost. I don't want to have to ask you what the cost is, because if I'm on a budget, I want to know what it is and see if I have enough money to make the stretch or to pay in full or whatever it is. Okay. So those are some things you could work on, Alice. And But overall, you're just you're out there and you really are doing, this is great. In this group you're going to get, that's great. But that's also what you want to tell us. What am I going to get in the 12 weeks coaching program with you? Okay. You've got to be much more detailed. Make it easy for people to want to work with you. All right, you guys, I hope everyone enjoyed this audit. And, ask some questions below. If you have further questions, just leave them below and I'll get back to you. Okay. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.